And welcome everybody to the March Madness bracket release show here today. And I'm Ben Smith, and the brackets just first got out just a few minutes ago. Um, I'm just typing it out right now. And but right as I'm speaking, just adjusting my mic real quick. Uh, anyways, brackets just got out just nearly 5 minutes ago, and we have it here right now. I'm just editing it real quick. But as far as we know, though, UConn is for sure the number one team in the East. And it's quite obvious to say that plenty teams have punched their ticket into the tournament. But we're not done yet, as we say. But we'll be right back for the official bracket release. So please just hang tight. We'll be back. All right, welcome back. So right now, as far as we know, UConn is the number one seed. This is the East region as right now. So number one UConn will play number 16 Stetson Friday in Brooklyn. Friday in Brooklyn, the second matchup, we got Florida Atlantic against Northwestern. Friday in Spokane, Washington, we got the let me take a picture of the south side of the bracket. Um, in Spokane, we have San Diego State and UAB, Alabama Birmingham, number 5 San Diego State. Then on Friday in Spokane, we got Auburn and Yale. Number 4 Auburn against 13 Yale. This is the east side of the bracket. I'm gonna pause for a minute so I can take another photo of the other side of the bracket right now. I forgot to spit out my gum. BYU number 6 on Thursday. Number 6 BYU against number 11 DeQuay in Omaha. Thursday in Omaha, we got Illinois and Morehead State. Washington State and Drake. Number 7 Washington State against number 10 Drake in Omaha on Thursday. And on final game on Thursday, Iowa State against South Dakota State University in Omaha. So that's the east side of the bracket. Now to the south region of the bracket. Nebraska. And in the south region, the number 1 seeded team, Houston Cougars, with a 34-1 record of 30-4 record, will face off against Longwood in Memphis, Tennessee. Along with that, the winner of that game will face either the winner of number 8 Nebraska and number 9 Texas A&M. Friday, number 5 Wisconsin in Brooklyn. In Brooklyn, New York, they will have that matchup, Wisconsin and James Madison. That's going to be a really great matchup, to say the least. James Madison, 31-3 this year against number 5 Wisconsin. Number 4 Duke will face off against number 13 Vermont in Brooklyn this Friday. That will be a hell of a good matchup, to say the least. And on the other side of the bracket, Thursday we'll see number 6 Texas Tech against number 11 NC State. In Pittsburgh. The other game in Pittsburgh is number 3 Kentucky against number 14 Oakland. Florida, number 7 Florida will be playing the winner of Boise State and Colorado. And and right after that, we got Marquette and Western Kentucky. Number 2 Marquette, who has had a hell of a good year, finished off yesterday really strong. You got to give credit where credit is due. Coach Saka is such a great coach. They will be facing off against Western Kentucky on Friday. A lot of great games coming this Friday, and I gotta say the least, I'll be probably watching it at home here in my house. So, folks, as we await right now, my current thoughts is that since we got the since we got the South region of the bracket, all right, welcome back, everybody. So now, as we await for the second half of the bracket, here we go. We're going to the Midwest bracket. Purdue, the number one team in the country, again in Indianapolis. They'll play Friday. And Purdue's opponent will be the winner of Montana State and Grambling State University. Grambling State punched their ticket today. Already punched their ticket for Friday's main event. That's going to be such a great game. Along with that, number 8 Utah State will go up, and the Utah State team is celebrating right now on that. Number 8 Utah State will face off against number 9 TCU. That is a great opponent to face off in the first round. TCU's been having a heck of a great year, along with Utah State. All right, number 5 Gonzaga. Gonzaga, 25-7 this year, will face off against number 12 McNeese. McNeese is celebrating on that ticket punch. All right, that will be Thursday in Salt Lake City. Thursday, number 4 Kansas, with a 22-10 record this year, going off this year against Samford, a 29-5 record this season, and Samford is celebrating as their ticket has been punched in the big tournament. Along with that, let's go to the other side of the bracket as we got half of the Midwest region done. And two games in Pittsburgh and 2 on Thursday. Here's South Carolina. South Carolina, number 6 team in the country this year, and they are celebrating their ticket punched. And 2 games on Thursday in Charlotte. They will face off against Oregon with a 23-11 record this year. That game will be falling on Thursday. Along with that, number 3 Creighton, who fell short to Providence in the Big East tournament this year. They will be facing off against number 14 Akron in Pittsburgh. So Creighton pretty much only flies about an hour and a half to Pittsburgh from Omaha. Number 7, Texas will go off against number 10 team, the Virginia Colorado State winner as well. And the final game for Thursday, number 2 number 15 in Charlotte to close out the Midwest region. Number 2, Tennessee, with a 24-8 record this year. Tennessee Volunteers just been explosive for throughout the SEC tournament, facing off against number 15. Come on. St. Peter's, a 9-13 record. Tennessee and St. Peter's just going off going off throughout the tournament. So, with all that being said, Purdue, Montana State, Purdue will play the winner of Montana State and Grambling State on Friday. Also Friday, number 8 Utah State against TCU on Friday in Indianapolis. 2 games on Thursday in Salt Lake. Gonzaga, number 5 Gonzaga, number 12 McNeese. Number 4 Kansas against number 13 Samford in Salt Lake City. That's going to be a real tight one on Friday night between Utah State and TCU. 2 great teams will be going at it. Also, on below that, on the second half of the bracket, on the Midwest region bracket, 2 games Thursday in Pittsburgh. Number 6 South Carolina against number 11 Oregon. Number 3 Creighton against number 14 Akron. Number 7 Texas against the winner of Virginia Colorado State. And number 2 Tennessee against number 15 St. Peter's. And those are some heck of a good teams to face off in the bracket. Now, we await for the west side of the bracket coming up soon, as all brackets have made it. As we await currently, the number 1 teams could be at St. Mary's, Clemson, Nevada, and we'll be right back right after this, so do not go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Here is the West region. North Carolina takes it in the West. One of the best teams in the West, a 27-7 record. Going off in their first against number 16, Howard and Wagner. The winner of that game will face off against North Carolina in that side of the bracket. And Thursday, Mississippi State. This is in Charlotte. Both of those games will be in Charlotte. Mississippi State, number 8, will face off against number 9, Michigan State, clinching into the tournament as Michigan State had a really tight record, to say the least. Both teams going to face it off in the tournament. And number 5, St. Mary's is on the board as they celebrate with their number 5 seed as their ticket is punched for the big dance. St. Mary's. So with that, St. Mary's will face off against Grand Canyon University. And on Friday in Spokane, Washington, that's one. In Alabama, number 4 team in the country with a 21-11 record, facing off against number 13 Charleston in Spokane. Just weird. They're on both opposite sides of the country. Now it's to Friday in Memphis. Clemson, number 6 team in the country, and they will celebrate their tremendous accomplishment. And they will face number 11, New Mexico. As New Mexico will celebrate their berth clinch into the tournament. That's going to be a really great matchup, too. New Mexico has proven to be one of its years. Baylor on Friday will be the number 3 seed, 23-10 record, facing off against number 14 Colgate with a 25-9 record. Will face off in Memphis. And number 7 Dayton in Utah. Salt Lake City, Utah will face off against number 10 Nevada. Nevada will celebrate their ticket punched into the tournament. And on the final 2 in the tournament, here we go. Number 2 Arizona in Salt Lake City, Utah. Arizona, just a hell of a good year this year for them. Number 2 Arizona will face off against number 15, 25-8 record. Number 15 team for Arizona will be Long Beach State. So that's it for my Friars, man. That's a disappointment. But I guess we're an IC down. So, with that being said, the West region. As we'll review the bracket one more time right after this during the break. So, three Big East teams, 12 teams, eight SEC teams, six Big Ten teams. Oh, shit. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to say that. Uh, last four in Boise State, Oklahoma, Seton Hall, Indiana State, and Pittsburgh. That's the first four in. Last four in Colorado State, Virginia, Colorado, and Boise State. And it's a true disappointment for me as a Providence fan, to say the least. I don't know how FAU made it in. I don't know. I'm going to mute my mic for a sec so I can go to the tiny mic. All right. So, with all that being said, the brackets are out and games are about to happen in just a few days. So, from our entire crew here, I'm Ben Smith. For that, with all that being said, folks, that has been the selection show for the NCAA bracket. I'll be right back. Thanks for watching anyways.